Afternoon, everyone. Steve Georgie here from Allendale's trading floor. It's June 20th. A little bit of volatility, but a little different than what we've seen over the last few days. Corn, we had July down 0.75 of a cent. December still finding some support, up about 3. So this is a second close back above 650. We saw this close above yesterday's highs, and it still looks very friendly at this point. A lot of these guys are going to be watching weather and watching some of these outside markets as well. But as of right now, weather's going to be a key factor of it. I'll go through that in just a few minutes with you guys. But as far as beans up about 12 3/4 cents. Looking at the November contract, we settled the November contract at $13.95. This is the second highest close that we have seen for that November contract. We've gone up and hit 14 several times. $13.99, we've got up to this point, but we've yet to break through it. Here we are sitting right up against it. And if you look back on a chart, September 9th of last year, we actually closed at $13.99. We were not able to open higher that night, and we sold off. We do have some concerns that may continue to fuel this market higher, but if we see a jump above 14 and make some new contract highs for November, we're going to go higher. So watch that. This is the second highest close in beans. Very strong close yet again. Weather being a very big concern, and will remain that way as well. As far as the wheat up 14.5 cents for Chicago wheat. Very strong, considering corn didn't follow it. But wheat up 14.5. Minneapolis wheat up 45 cents. Very strong day for that Minneapolis wheat. As much of the nation is looking at no rain or too little rain, we've got a problem up there in that northern areas of too much rain. So with that, you've got Minneapolis wheat leading the way, keeping Chicago wheat strong. We've got production right now for wheat is down about 10% over last year. So still a very big concern for this wheat. Not only that, now we're getting too much rain. We've got quality concerns as well. So that's what's giving some strength in the wheat. That's what we had seen today. But as I'd mentioned, for corn and beans, the weather, too hot, too dry, big issue. Tomorrow morning at 7:30, NOAA, the government's website there for weather, going to be releasing their long-range forecast, their new predictions, their new ideas for this long-range forecast. So that will be out tomorrow morning at 7:30. Keep your eyes peeled for that. As we've been looking into the future here, and as we've been hearing and listening to their forecast, they've got things looking pretty good for the rest of the summer. That can change on a dime. So keep us in tune. Give us a call, 7:30 tomorrow morning. That report does come out. Something else that's been affecting the markets as well, some of these outside markets, the dollar, crude oil, you name it. The dollar finding good support today, up 18.5 cents. A lot of guys expecting Ben Bernanke earlier this afternoon to talk about another round of QE3, quantitative easing. He did not mention that. He talked about this twist that we're doing right now, that we're going to keep this until the end of the year. If they do need to come out or if they need to have another round of QE3, they're ready for that. But as of right now, they don't need it. That had the dollar jumping up a little bit, up about 18. But if you look at some of these other markets, crude oil down $3.17. The energies, they broke back extremely hard. As we talked about the beans coming in, making the second highest close they've ever had. Crude oil, you've got August crude at 81.15 right now. That's the lowest close that we've seen since October 6th of last year. So very negative close for crude. Still continuing to push lower. So we've seen as a lot of the grains rally, the energies just have not been able to catch some strength. So watch for that. That's been kind of a rare thing when we see commodities kind of shifting directions. We've got a lot of speculation right now in the grains due to this dry weather. So keep that in mind. If we see rain come into this forecast, probably going to find these grains set back pretty hard. But right now, that's not the case. That's not the issue at hand. So keep that in mind. As far as fat cattle, down about 52 cents. We had, as far as box beef, 6 cents higher in choice. Select down 67. That was the midday prices there. Mixed. Still no trade that we've seen. Expecting steady to maybe $1 lower yet. So keeping a little bit of pressure there on the cattle. As far as hogs, down about 30 cents right now for July. Puts the July at 94.77. August, though, dropping back about 60 cents, 92.17. A lot of guys talking at these price levels that we've seen. We've hit a lot of objectives, and may see some further pressure, but watch the cash market for that. We did have the midday prices for hogs down a little bit today, and we'll see if that holds true as we go into the afternoon. But still looking at a little bit pressure from these levels. We're looking at getting some hedges done, maybe a little bit higher than where we're at, but trying to get some protection here at these level on hogs, at least for this time of year. So give us a call over here with questions you have, 800-262-7538, or check us out right online at allendale-inc.com. I hope you had a great day today, and good luck tomorrow. We'll talk to you then.